So when the Inghams released their coffee brand back on February the 14th of this year, along with their collective of coffee drinkers, obviously, I did not think that they would have so many sales. But I was wrong, because look at the reviews. 35 reviews on their brilliant coffee brand. So I thought today we'd have a look at what these reviews were all about, because I, for one, didn't think that they would sell a single one, let alone 35, right? But their reviews are not going great, if I'm being honest. Chris, Sarah, you got something to tell us? Because look at what I haven't seen reviews like this in a long time. 9% 5-star reviews, but 1 star, 91%. Oh my good godliness, right? 91%. I've not seen that bad a landslide since the elections. Fuck, that's terrible, isn't it? Shall we have a look to see what these reviews are all about? Because I, for one, can't wait to have a look at them. Let's review the reviews, shall we? Hey guys, thank you for always supporting this channel in whatever way possible, but could you also possibly please download this survey app where you can actually make some money? Just for signing up for free, you also get a sign up bonus. So it's just not just a selfish act by myself, but also it does really help me out and helps to support the channel to move on and pay my bills going forward. Thank you all so much. Link in the description box below. So I thought we'd start off with some nicey 5-star reviews, because there were some 5-star reviews, because that kind of coffee is my kind of coffee. Is that right? Is it right, Beth? It's your kind of coffee? It is certainly everybody's kind of coffee, except for the 91% who voted it a 5-star. But Beth Smith says, I ordered the my kind of coffee morning coffee, my kind of morning coffee. And as someone who considers themselves an expert in coffee, I worked in a coffee shop for a while. This is one of the nicest tasting coffees I've had in a while. 10 out of 10. Will definitely be ordering again. But how can two people get things so completely wrong? Like, not wrong, I mean, it's an opinion, isn't it? So opinions are not wrong, but one will say it's 10 out of 10, nicest thing they've ever tasted. Another person will say it's the shittest thing they've ever tasted. Interesting opinions, aren't they? Imogen over here, though, also gave it a 5-star because it was a really fast shipping. That's a good reason to give it a 5. So what about their taste, Imogen? Come on. Really fast shipping and lovely customer service, really. That's interesting. We'll definitely be purchasing again. But my issue here, right, it's the date of experience is the 18th of December 2024. But that's interesting, isn't it? Because it didn't really come to anyone's attention until the 14th of February. So how come 2 months before it was technically launched that you managed to get your hands on a packet, but then only decided to review it after it came on the market? If you see what I mean, right? Maybe you got your hands on a packet 2 months earlier, but you didn't happen to review it until it was launched by the Inghams. Interesting, I know. Georgia here says, after giving a 5-star, says, ordered the beans kinda moment. What? Ordered the beans kinda moment. Don't know what that means, Georgia. Okay, ordered the beans kinda moment. What? Again, don't know. Lucky I have a coffee machine. My older son has gone through the 2-kilogram pack. It does taste so nice. I'm ordering the kinda decaf next. An espresso. The word is espresso. Okay, espresso one. just give it a go. I highly recommend it. Here's another one though that ordered it on the 10th of January of 2025. That was a full month and a little bit before it came to anybody's notice. Again, only reviewed it after everybody had given it a 1 star, interestingly enough. But also interestingly enough, they managed to get their hands on a 2 kilogram pack when they don't even sell 2 kilogram packs. It only goes up to 1 kilogram. But, you know, what do I know? Interestingly enough, though, Chris and Sarah don't happen to question these types of comments, these reviews. They'll have a go at the people who give them 1 star, but they will not question what, in my opinion, would be clearly fake reviews. But, you know, what do I know? But now we go on to the really interesting ones, because that was a lot. That was a lot. Now we get down to the nitty gritty of the fabulous reviews. There was only 3 5-star reviews and the rest were all 1 star. Linda says this: it tastes like grease that's been stuck in a beanie all day. It's a hell no from me. Love it, Linda. Absolutely love it. It's like, tastes like grease that's been stuck in a beanie all day. Exactly like Chris likes it though. Don't forget. Yoshi Mush had this to say: there is a review on here saying they purchased a 2 kilogram pack. I checked on the company website and there is no such thing as a 2 kilogram pack, which is disappointing. Well pointed out there, Yoshi. I've already said that already in this video, alright? It wasn't at all you that pointed that out to me. At all. My previous review covers the lack of fair trade, but I decided to look into this further. Ooh. Unfortunately, based on the other reviews here, I'm not going to make a purchase, as there is nothing to say this coffee is fair trade, and the dubious things that have been said about one of the co-owners. I went on to Google myself to see what's been said. It's true. To see if what's being said is true, and unfortunately it is, and I cannot support a company based on this and lies. I know, Yoshi, it's so disappointing. And then the Ninky Nonk. Oh, the Ninky Nonk. This was like a legend from above, this comment. Alright, whoever it is, you're an absolute genius. They went on to say, avoid like a dodgy DPD van. Like many, my kind of moment is to wake up and get roasted. So I did. And got it. And the taste was a bit off, but thought at first it was just me. And I'd skate through though the smell, as soon as it was opened, was like a burnt clutch compared to actual coffee. All I can say is that I am glad I dropped a towel, not a moment too soon, as up came the ground coffee beanies. A minor issue, I thought, but glad I took pictures and shared them to a few friends along with samples to try too, and they all said it was like drinking a cheese slop with the consistency. As for the labelling and packaging, it looked like it had been scanned for free or done on an inkjet printer at home. In some manner, using parcel paper as packaging. Tried contacting the company, but was called a bully and a clown, and then all future emails have bounced like a family evading the authorities for various reasons. Given that the ASA trading standards can do nothing, I've had to break my rule of leading a non-tattle life and comment in the hopes people avoid the company like the Ingham family avoids deodorant. Pardon me. Regards, the Ninky Nonk. Well done, Mr. Ninky. That was some comment and quite the eye-opener. I'm sure many people, based on your review, will not purchase from this company ever again. One would have thought anyway. And Bangtan had this to say. Bangtan, come back to the channel, my God, please. Protect Bangtan. Said, for starters, kindness, ethical and moral values and honesty are not something these bullies, Chris and Sarah Ingham, are familiar with at all. Scamming vulnerable people, taking advantage of young girls, exploiting his family and endangering the lives of his children on numerous occasions. However, that's more like them. I wouldn't trust a word that comes out of their nasty mouths. Save your money and purchase from a reputable company who actually care about the quality of their product and their customers. Well said, Bangtan. Now, Serin had this to say about the lovely Kinda Collective. Kinda Coffee is kinda shady. I've been researching this brand and I'm puzzled how you can be banging on about how ethical and kind you are when one of the two major shareholders has been shown to groom child fans of his terrible family vlog. He denies his own kids access to education, friends, extended family, and when they're in that smelly van, showers and clean knickers. It's also not fair trade coffee, which means it is absolutely harvested using child labour. Again, hardly ethical. Still, that does fit with the Inghams brand, I guess. He's all about child labour, been living off his own kids' labour for years. Thank you so much for that very excellent comment there, Serin. It was much appreciated. Now, Marissa says, deceptive branding, unethical leadership, avoid this coffee company. That's quite the statement there from Marissa. She goes on to say, I was initially drawn to Kinda because of its branding around kindness and ethical sourcing. However, after doing some research, I was shocked to learn that their coffee is not fair trade certified, despite their extremely ambiguous claims of being ethically sourced. Even more concerning is the background of the company's leadership. One of the directors has been publicly accused of serious misconduct, and there are multiple online records of the co-owners using vile and abusive language in addition to child exploitation. The charities linked to this company need to cut ties. The hypocrisy of this company supporting mental health is laughable. It's deeply hypocritical for a brand to market itself around kindness while being run by individuals with such troubling reputations. I cannot in good conscience support a company that misleads its customers and whose owners have a history of unethical and harmful behaviour. I strongly urge others to do their own research before purchasing from this brand. Thank you so much for that comment. It was lovely reading it. Karen says, bitter with a foul smell. And a part owner of the business sleeps with fans and messages vulnerable young girls. Not fair trade, and the carbon footprint he leaves on our planet makes me say no. Hell no. Get that, Chris? Hell no is the response here. Miss Hunt says, any company with Chris Ingham involved? Chris, what has he done now? Any company with Chris Ingham involved is doomed to failure due to his actions with underage girls, which the police know about. Boycott this company until they get rid of the Inghams as partners. From previous reviews, the coffee is pants anyway. Amanda chimed in. Now, Amanda, don't be a stranger. Come back to the channel, please. Says, it's a big fat no from me. It baffles me how they can base it on being kind, considering what this family have done and keep doing. All you need to do is look into Chris Ingham and his peado antics. Then there's Sarah and her constant bullying, harassment and hate campaign on others who dare to stick up for the vulnerable children. Give this company a wide berth. Whoa. And I don't mean another child there, Sarah. Jackie had this to say: not a chance in buying coffee from a... oh, I wonder what it's going to be. From a person that has no idea how to be kind, calling people clowns and idiots, and also grooming young girls. They haven't a clue about coffee, and he thinks he knows it all. All they know is how to exploit their kids on social media. Well said, Jackie. I completely agree with you on that particular one. Trevor said, save your money. Generic coffee with a premium price tag. Very strange smell. Not worth the price. Won't be buying again. Save your money. Did you actually buy it, Trevor? Did you? A lot of these, I suspect, didn't actually buy it. But that, then again, maybe, I don't know. Maybe they did. Okay? Maybe they did. Shirley, she had to chime in. Well done, Shirley. Love it, love it. As a coffee lover, I looked up this company to see if it is fair trade or not, and it is not certified as this. I like the ethos behind the brand to be kind, and the fact that they give a percentage to a mental health charity. Imagine my shock, though, to find out that one of the names behind this brand is Chris Ingham, the infamous groomer. Please Google him. It's all there, including the police statement. He groomed very young girls who he knew to be vulnerable. When the scandal broke, his wife Sarah asked their viewers to go after these girls and threaten them. That must have done a lot for their mental health. I can't understand anyone going into business with this guy, or any charity taking money from them. This is a PR disaster. Will I be making a purchase from this company? Hell no. It's a resounding hell no from the public, Chris. They're not liking what you're delivering. And Jet chimed in. Is that the Jet? The Jet? If you are the Jet, comment down below. You know the one that I mean, right? Bought a bag to try. And the coffee. The coffee smelled very strange and the taste wasn't any better. It left a film coating in my mouth. Okay, £9 for 250 grams is costly for coffee beans, so I was expecting more from it. I won't be recommending or reordering. Now, Life with Mrs. R has reviewed it, and if you know, she's already reviewed it on her channel. If you want to go and watch the review, go over to her channel and watch it. She says, no, hell no. Well, what can I say? The smell is so bad that it smelled like shit. My God, that's strong. The other one was okay in smell, but on trying these blends, what can I say? Strong. Very, very strong. And the colour was very, very dark. Even adding syrup didn't make it any nicer. I will not be buying from you again. As you haven't got any information on the packets, e.g. allergies, no ingredients list, or the manufacturer in which they source their beans from, and what the beans are roasted in. How can someone that can't admit the truth about sending sexual messages to 16-year-old girls and sleeping with a fan who comes to Leeds and he meets her to sell sell coffee truthfully? So the only thing I can say is no, hell no. There seems to be a common theme here. Chris, why are people saying no, hell no? Are we... Am I missing something? No, hell no, I'm not. And then this next one says, found traces of grease and hair gel. It's my favourite. Hair gel in the coffee. Additionally, the owner knows nothing about kindness. The hypocrisy is unbelievable. Avoid. Thank you very much for that comment. I love that. Found traces of grease and hair gel in it. Brilliant. These comments are not going well. I've got to say, what were they thinking by revealing that Chris Ingham was involved here? Patricia says, definitely a no-go area. Please. How on earth did this company think it was going to be a successful collaboration with the Ingham family unless you have the same principles? No education for your children, using and abusing your children for monetary gains, no social relationships with their extended family and peer groups, and no apparent loving care. The man rabbits on about chai lattes, tea, and the woman only drinks syrupy cream coffee things, never a proper Americano, espresso, or cortado. So they don't know anything about coffee. Deborah, hi Deborah, says, not my kind of coffee. Excellent use of term there. I can't think of a less likely brand. Ambassador for being kind. The brand of coffee is from the Kinda Collective. The parents exploit their children daily for content for social media and regularly put them at risk without regard to basic health and safety measures. The list would be too long to mention. It's all there online. That's not kind. They treat commenters very badly on their channels should they not like what you say. Using unkind language, they send their fans after commentators to bully them and dox them online. That's not kind. I would never buy coffee from a known child groomer. Just ask Sussex Police or Google Chris and Sarah Ingham. Also, I've seen a much older The Kinda Collective on YouTube, which is a music channel. Clearly, no due diligence has been taken with the company name. Doesn't say much about transparency and reliability, does it? This one is from a consumer called Consumer. The brand make it hard to establish what the company is even called. Is it Kinda Coffee or is it the Kinda Collective? Who knows? Saw this coffee online, was interested in trying something new, found the Instagram page and noticed it is linked to Sarah and Chris Ingham. They are co-founders. I don't think they really know much about coffee, which makes them being co-founders a bit puzzling. Also, they say the brand is about kindness. Sarah and Chris Ingham do not seem it does not seem like the kind people to me. Do not seem like kind people to me. Jesus. Chris has a YouTube channel and is very rude to people who comment on his videos. If you put yourself out there on social media, you should learn, or you should be prepared to be judged and learn how to respond to people professionally rather than calling them clowns and being rude. A quick Google will also lead you to some disturbing information about Chris messaging minors. Let's just say it wasn't about coffee. Breaking the law isn't kind. Needless to say, I will not be purchasing the coffee. Will anybody be purchasing this coffee? At this rate, it's not looking likely, is it, Christopher? My goodness. Indefatigable, I think, says NONCE is bad enough. I would strongly advise people to stay away from this company, a company that has strong connections to Chris Ingham, who is a known groomer of vulnerable teenage girls. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but the amount of times I've had to read the very same thing. Chris, it must be horrible for you to hear that all in one place. Be told this over and over again. A known groomer of vulnerable teenage girls has family and friends attempt to stalk them and reveal their address for targeted threat, is physically violent with his family, an event I have witnessed twice personally, has an unhealthy obsession with his own stepdaughter, is wanted for tax evasion, has at least one business that owes money or is in debt, drags his family around in an unsafe van that is subject to an urgent safety recall, breaks every law known to man because he thinks it doesn't apply to him, lets his stepdaughter and oldest biological children travel in a towed caravan, allows his only son to physically attack his younger siblings, denies his children healthcare because it's harmful, runs in and out of the UK in order to avoid legal consequences and calls everyone trying to raise awareness clowns, fools, bullies and idiots. It says a lot when strangers online are more concerned about his family than him or his enabler of a wife, Sarah. My goodness, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? They are currently travelling the Arctic. I just wish I was there to see Chris and Sarah be arrested at their port of entry when social services, HMRC and the police all want words with them. The next one says, poor ethics. This company clearly has very poor ethics, allowing an adult who regularly exploits their young children online to be part of the company. I fully agree with that. HF. CM says, a cup of kindness from a groomer. This company claims to support mental health charities and that their focus is on kindness, but I am wondering if they extend that support and kindness to the young victims of one of the owners. Not only did Chris Ingham groom a 16-year-old fan, his wife Sarah stood by him and defended him. They also harassed and bullied the victim online and encouraged their fans to do the same. They also exploit their children online for money. There are plenty of reputable companies that sell high quality fair trade coffee, so why give your money to a business like this? Ziggy Zigs, come back to my channel, Ziggy. Zigzags. Ziggy? Unsavory. I like supporting startup companies and was interested in trying this coffee. Unfortunately, I then found out that one of the owners is Chris Ingham. You only need to Google his name to see the unsavory nature of this coffee. Also, it is not fair trade. Molly says, it's a no from me. These people are really horrible online daily, so I'm not surprised to learn that they have decided not to go down the route of fair trade. A quick Google of Christopher Ingham brings up some rather unsavoury information, which to me suggests that there may be some safeguarding issues around working with mental health charities and the vulnerable people they help. Excellently said, Molly. It's a hard pass from me. It appears that the company has asked for more information on my experience. I'm not sure what I can add. Maybe the other people working in this collective can do a quick Google search themselves and work out whether they want to be associated with Mr. Ingham, and also whether from a safeguarding standpoint is he a suitable person to be potentially working with people with poor mental health. I certainly will not be purchasing anything from this brand until A, they sever ties with this man, and B, they start using fair trade, responsibly sourced products. Now, it's actually a very good point about Chris working with vulnerable mental health ridden people, right? Because he's not got the best track record in that field. Would you want him working with them? Anyway, Jess says, no ethics, transparency and setup by unsavory character. I wanted to buy some coffee for my partner and saw this collective on Insta, but see that it isn't fair trade, nor has it any transparency on ethics, and that is important to us. On checking here, I seen who the company is set up by, so that's another no from me. Not very transparent. Mango paws, do you have mango paws? Mango paws. Concern about human rights. The quality is just about passable. The brand's complete lack of supply chain transparency is a major red flag. Coffee is classified as a high-risk commodity due to widespread issues like forced labour, deforestation and unfair wages. Yet this company provides no evidence of responsible sourcing, human rights, due diligence or engagement with industry best practices such as living income benchmarks or supplier traceability. At a time when sustainability expectations are becoming non-negotiable and transparent supply chains clearly communicated to consumers are becoming the norm, this omission signals either a lack of awareness or an active choice to sidestep accountability, both of which are a no from me. Consumers and businesses alike should be asking, what are they hiding? Matthew had this to say. Partner in the company, Mr. Ingham, is the well-known YouTuber who sent sexual messages to a vulnerable 16-year-old girl. It's all over Google, or ask Sussex Police. The reviews on the website are fake, made by Mr. Ingham and two family and friends. The whole be kind aspect of this company is wrong. The Ingham family wouldn't know the meaning of the word kind and regularly bully people in the comments of their daily vlogs. And the last comment or review is by Becky. She says, ethos is kind for these known bullies. Can't decide if they are giving 10% of sales or 10% of profit to charity. So why trust a firm that has no idea of those legal implications or differences? Also giving money to mental health charity and are talking about the ethos of the company is kindness, despite the company directors being well-known online bullies, regularly offending and insulting people online daily. Also, why would anyone want to deal with company directors that have dubious allegations of such an unhealthy nature? So thank you so much to all those that have taken the time to give their valuable feedback to the Kinda Collective, right? I'm sure they are reeling in disgust right now at Chris Ingham, who, by the way, is in the middle of the Arctic, so he has run away from any accountability. He's left his partners right in the shit right now. He's left his partners right behind to deal with the fallout of this whilst he's stuck in the middle of the Arctic somewhere in a van. Yeah. Obviously, once again, Chris does not want to take accountability or face any consequences ever. But is that the last review we're going to see on that? I doubt it. I've yet to put my review on there. Yeah, you know, I mean, like, I don't put fake reviews. I only put real reviews. And to do that, I need to purchase the product, don't I? Fortunately for you guys, I have that video coming very, very soon. So you're going to have to do one of two things for me. No, sorry, you're going to have to do one thing for me, right? In order for me to put up the review video of the coffee, which is going to be an absolute classic, by the way, right? It's going to be a classic. I don't drink coffee, so it's going to be fun. It's going to be really good. I can't wait for that. So if you wanted me to put the video up, say tomorrow, right? I would like people to sign up. I need 10 people to sign up to my survey thing, right? 10 people. Give it a go. Make a bit of money, in fact, right? Some people are questioning. I know I had a laugh at Sarah, right, about the whole survey thing. I just think that if they earn 10k a day, there's no way they should have time to just sit there with earning pennies on their survey thing, right? They shouldn't. But that's funny. But if you are in dire straits or you're affected by the cost of living, for example, it is actually a way of making extra pennies, extra money, paying some bills, buying some food, things like that. It's genuinely, and it is very easy to do. So sign up for that, and if I get 10 sign-ups, I will put out that video, and you're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it. I mean, you might not love it, but I think you'll love it. Anyway, until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up. It's taken a lot out of me. I am gasping for a cup of coffee, so I better get right on that review video. Until next time, give this video... Oh, I just said that. Comment all of your thoughts about it down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Have a lovely day, have a lovely weekend, take care, and bye-bye.